Chapter 22, This is Talent. Yu Xiaowan voiced her opinion. Why do I feel that today is just as hot as yesterday? Are you guys experiencing a mirage? The two looked at Jiang Ran's group and noticed they were all sweating profusely. Only then did they realize it was their perception at fault. Curious, Ji Qinglin asked, Jiang Ran, do you think it's hot today? It might be due to different constitutions. Jiang Ran nodded with certainty, simultaneously sighing in her heart. Who made her neglect exercise before the apocalypse? Although she had been diligently cultivating since her rebirth, her physical capabilities had just surpassed the level of ordinary youths. She was still categorized as an average person and would still feel hot, although she had better heat tolerance than Yu Xiaowan. The trio from Ji Qingcheng originally had far superior physical attributes than ordinary people. Now, having undergone autonomous evolution, some of their values were likely close to breaking limits, reaching the level of professional athletes. Sigh. Why was her foundation so low after all her effort in cultivation? She hadn't even reached their pre-apocalypse level. No. She needed to eat the red breath fruit after reaching the safe zone. She would strive to develop herself through consistent effort. Ji Qingcheng speculated, perhaps it's the body's autonomous adaptation to the environment, but the amplification is a bit exaggerated. Could it be evolution? Ji Qinglin's excitement knew no bounds as he naturally felt the change in his body. He immediately associated it with the essential evolution of the apocalypse. Damn, did he figure it out just like that? Jiang Ran maintained a calm demeanor on the surface, but inwardly she was amazed. She spoke, perhaps, end of the world evolution isn't that surprising. That's right, that's right. Thinking that he had become an evolver, Ji Qinglin was very excited. He took the initiative to become the vanguard of exploration, moving ahead to scout. However, he wilted soon after, gradually keeping pace with the group. Guansong chuckled, young brother, don't rush. There will be opportunities for you to shine. The five continued onward as the temperature gradually rose. Even without walking, everyone was sweating profusely, and they continuously drank water to replenish their lost fluids. Yu Xiaowan had the weakest constitution and was almost unable to tolerate the heat. Let's take a break. I can't bear this anymore, continuing in this heat will cause heat stroke. Let's rest for a while. Jiang Ran was also struggling a bit. She retrieved a bottle of water from her backpack and took a few large sips. Seeing Yu Xiaowan frequently licking her lips and swallowing, she realized their water was almost finished. She took out 2 more bottles from her bag, handing one to Yu Xiaowan and the other to Ji Qingcheng. Thank you. Ji Qingcheng hesitated for a moment before accepting the bottled water. Yu Xiaowan also took the water and thanked Jiang Ran. The group shared and drank the water, feeling somewhat relieved. After resting for a while, they found a shadier mountain hollow and stayed there, planning to wait until the evening when the temperature would drop before continuing their journey. Seeing that everyone's condition wasn't great, Jiang Ran spoke, this can't go on. We need to find a vehicle or, at the very least, some nearby houses for water. Otherwise, we'll die of thirst. Right, Jiang's sister is correct. We overlooked our body's endurance. Yu Xiaowan wholeheartedly agreed. Although they were only around 180 kilometers away from the provincial city, traveling on foot was still quite far, especially with such high temperatures. Their water supply was limited, and they hadn't seen any streams or rivers along the way. It was practically impossible for them to reach the provincial city on foot. Ji Qingcheng also concurred, let's wait until the temperature drops a bit before we move. Before, they had been staying in relatively shaded areas, and later, they were inside an air-conditioned car. Walking under high temperatures for a short time was manageable, but being in this kind of environment for a long time and embarking on a long journey, their bodies simply couldn't adapt.